Hello and welcome back. I'm Jay Fagan with the Maddox Group. Are you considering making a change in your tax advisor relationship? Are you been self-preparing for a number of years and now you're thinking about engaging with a professional tax advisor or tax accountant? Well, let's talk about what the differences are in the services that are offered in the market and what might be the best solution for you. Let's get stuck in. So here at the Maddox Group, we believe in relationship advisory work with our clients. And this is in comparison to what is often in the market called transactional tax return preparation or transactional tax advisory. And I'm not here to say that one is better than the other. In fact, for a great number of taxpayers, transactional tax compliance is really all they need. And the short answer for why is there's not a whole lot they can do to reduce their tax liability. Things are pretty straightforward. Generally, these are for folks who are W-2 employees. They don't own a home or property. They don't have complex investments. They don't have multiple sources of income, and they're fairly straightforward vanilla taxpayers. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being that. It is the bedrock of our society, and we're in great support of all of those wonderful American taxpayers. However, for them, the value proposition for paying for a relationship tax advisor or even for paying for a transactional tax professional versus self-preparing just isn't quite there. Ultimately, they just need to get the taxes done and dusted and over with. And that's why there's a lot of, I would say, valuable offerings out there from Ramsey Smart Tax. If you're familiar with the Dave Ramsey Group, they've partnered with TaxSlayer to provide that product. The typical TurboTaxes of the world. That was for a short period of time direct file. Some states still offer that. There are free or reduced fee services for qualified taxpayers. Generally, you'll find those with United Way in your respective county, and that's a service provided by the Internal Revenue Service as a grant to various tax professionals out there. And of course, there's your traditional Liberty and H&R Croc and all of those that are out there. I kid. H&R Block, of course, they've been around forever. And there are a variety of offerings out there, and they're transactional, meaning you're going to come in, you're going to drop off your books, they're going to do your tax return somewhere in the cattle car queue, and you're going to get it back. You're going to be compliant. You're going to get your refund. You're going to pay. Ideally, you have some valuable information there that you know about, things that can be useful to you, but you're pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of complexity there. There's not really a need to have an advisor in your corner. However, there's a life cycle to taxpayers, and that may not be where they stay forever. And that's where relationship advisors like our firm, like myself, come into play. We're focusing on the complex, the interesting, the clients that just have stuff going on and have some confusion. They have some misunderstanding. Ultimately, they're looking for clarity, for purpose, and for a plan. And that's where a great relationship tax advisor comes into play. Now, in our firm, and we do it similarly and differently to others that are out there, but in our firm, we believe that that relationship should exist year-round. So all of our engagements are for the calendar year. They're for a fixed year because we want to engage with you throughout the year. Your life changes from day to day. You have things that may crop up down the road. And ultimately, I don't want us to wait until the end of the tax year, the end of the calendar year, or maybe even into the next one, and there'd be a little document buried in the bottom of your shoebox. There'd be a letter that's from the IRS that you forgot, or the Franchise Tax Board, or there'd be a burning question that we can answer it, but you've already missed the opportunity to take advantage of it. So in our engagements, questions and conversations with our clients are part and parcel of the deal. You never have to ask yourself, what's this going to cost me to talk with Jay? It's part of the deal. I want us to talk. I want to know about you, everything about you, and then I can help determine whether that's relevant information to the questions you have or the goals and objectives that you want to achieve. But again, tell me what's going on. We are always curious. We are never judgmental. This is a judgment-free zone. We want to give you good information, and ultimately that information is derived from knowing what I know and what you've told me. If I were in your shoes, what would I do? So that at its core is a relationship advisory engagement. Communication, conversation, we get to know about each other. Now, every tax professional is different, and some firms are going to charge you additional amounts for that. They're going to charge you when you do it. Some firms have a situation where you can pay for recurring engagement and you have access to the professional. That's what we do. Our annual engagement provides that access. Everyone does it a little bit different. But ultimately, it's that relationship that is the defining difference between transactional compliance tax and relationship tax advisory. And ultimately, the goal of all of this is to give you good information, help you see your numbers, your life, your goals, and objectives in an objective third-party view, and give you the ability to bounce those ideas off and strengthen the decisions that you make, and certainly be proud and comfortable in walking forward on the financial journey that you are on. So, transactional versus relationship. Relationship isn't for everybody. Transactional isn't for everybody. You've gotten our perspective on what the two services look like and how we work. If you're not already a client and you'd like to become one, reach out to us. We'll walk through completely free, complimentary, how we work, get an understanding of your situation, and help us determine together whether it's the right value proposition for us to navigate this journey together. Thank you so much for investing your time. I'm Jay Fagan with the Maddox Group. Look forward to more interesting content and useful videos. As always, thank you so much. Allons-y.